Hey y'all, it's Dee Dee. I'm a fiber artist who specializes in knit and crochet items and sharing my yarn journey here with y'all. I do want to acknowledge that I have mostly been focusing on crochet lately. It's kind of been my hyper focus of the moment. But today we're going to do things a little differently. I actually have like a yarn review / tryout for y'all, and I'm super excited about it. I'm real excited. And I am going to be featuring knitting as well. I know I usually crochet and talk about crochet, but in the spirit of trying a new yarn, I want to see how it works out both ways, because I know some yarns do well in knit, and sometimes crochet is not as well, especially if it's like a special design, which this one kind of is. I'm going to show y'all. So, ba-doom! I don't know how to make sounds. Just sound effects. Anyway, this is the Bernat baby blanket dot. Now, the labeling, I guess they didn't get the message that they were supposed to do that on the labeling on the front, so it doesn't say dot when you're purchasing it right here, but you can see the dots here. The website has it listed as dot, and the names, we see right here, are listed as dot as well. I had ordered 2 of these, but if y'all saw my past video, you'll see that the green one was just so excited to be used that the label was falling off. It was just so ready. So excited. So excited. So like I said, I have the label. So I got 2 of the shades. I've got the purpley one right here that has some green and orange and pink, which is very much screaming Halloween. This one is the Pixie Dot. Excuse me. That one's the Pixie Dot in the purple. And then the green one is called Zing Dot, which lime green is one of my favorites. This is like, I'm not saying I have a favorite, because they're both good in their own ways and good for different things. This one is very good lime and blue representation, whereas this one is like the best Halloween yarn ever. Like, I know I'm biased about Halloween about it. We're going to stop talking about that. Now, I probably will only work up 1 in crochet and 1 in knit. Or maybe I got that reversed. I think I got that reversed. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I want to see how this one knits up, because I know I've been hyper-focusing on crochet. So we're going to knit up with this one first. I'm going to be using my Knit Picks Interchangeable, what are they called? Caspian needles. These are circular needles. It's what I usually prefer because they're great for traveling, or just in general. There's something I prefer. I don't know. I don't think I really have anything against a straight needle, like the ones that are just like one point. I just prefer circular. It's just my thing about it. I do have several straight needles, but I don't really use them very much. So, like I said, enough about my needle preference. We all have our own preferences, and that's totally fine. Anyway, so I'm going to start with a slip knot, and I did gloss over the size. The yarn recommends I think for both it's an 8mm. Yeah, it's 8mm, which is like a US size 11 or L. Actually, 8mm can go for a variety of things, as I see, because on the yarn it lists an 8mm crochet hook as an L, whereas my Furls hook over here says M. So we'll get to the Furls hook in just a moment. But like I said, for right now I'm using my Knit Picks. I think these are the Caspian right here. Wood. I love how they're kind of like a marbly, rainbowy wood. It's like a more of a monotoned green and blue. Which I will, I have links in my description, in my, all of my videos. You can find a link. I get a little commission for it, but there's no charge to you. It's the same price as you would pay even if you organically found the website on your own. It's just, I get a little bit of a kickback from it, which it really does help. It really does help. So we're going to start with a slip knot. And like I said, I'm probably just going to do like a little gauge swatch. I usually, whenever I do gauge swatches, I rip them out after I'm done with them, just so I can still use the yarn. I'm cheap like that. But let's see. So I'm doing like a cabled cast on method. I'm not sure how many I should do. Let me look at the label again and see. Let's see. So the label says 8 stitches. So I'll probably do like 8 or 10 stitches. Probably just 8. Just so I can do a quick little strip just to see how it works up. I'm excited, y'all. I'm really excited for this. Like I said, I wasn't even intending to order this, which, I'm gonna be honest, I do say that about a lot of the yarn I get or purchase. I wasn't intending. I didn't mean to. I know we say that a lot, but like this one, I didn't even know it was there. I didn't even know it existed, and I'm like so excited it does. I'm excited to see how these stripe sequences, not stripe, not stripe. I keep saying stripe, even though I know darn well that it is dots. It says dot on it with a D-O-T. But I'm really excited to see how it works up, you know, because already, as I see with the cast on, it's looking really pretty. I really need some more yarn like this in like thinner weights, which I'm pretty sure they do make. I think I have seen stuff like that. I think Knit Picks actually has one. I don't know if I think it's called Speckle for them. But let's see. So we are just, I have not been counting. I've been distracted. I know. So we'll probably go with what I have here. Excuse me, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We're going to go with 12. We're going to go with 12. And I'm trying to think, do I want to do, I think I'll probably just do a stockinette stitch with this, just to see which is like an alternating knit and purl. And don't worry, crocheters out there. If you're watching and you still haven't seen crochet, we are getting to it. We are getting to it. I'm going to do a review for both. I just may not do it in this green. I'm probably just going to do it in the purple. So, let me see. I'm probably going to do, I usually, with the blanket yarn, I've been lately doing amigurumi. So if I went to crochet, I'm probably just going to do like a single crochet. Okay, so let me see. It's going to be hard to tell, but I'm going to show y'all every few rows. Like with the early rows, it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see. So here, that's one side, and this is the other side. And I wanted to do a stockinette stitch is what I'm probably going to do. That way I can show a knit and purl side. Actually, rather the side of how it would look if it was just knitted, and how it would look if it was the knit purl. So, if this is going above your head, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be super analytical. Let's see. Okay. So this is like second row, which I have no way to keep that organized right now. It's fine. It'll be organized chaos over there. So, let's see. Alright. Okay. Okay, so it's looking good so far. I want to do a few more rows just so we can see a little bit better. So this is with the stockinette stitch. You can see kind of a little polka dotty feature going on. And this is just with the back, which is the purled side, but would look very similar to this if you were just doing knit every row. Just straight knit every row. So, let me see. Oops, and it fell down. Let me see. So, I am not sure what I want to work with these yarns, what I want to make. If y'all have any suggestions, feel free to leave them down below. Or if you've made stuff already with these, let me know what you've made, what does well. Like I said, I'm probably going to use some of this for market prepping, just so I can have stuff that stands out in the markets. I will say, I need to mention where I found this yarn. So I found this yarn at Joann's. I thought I mentioned that earlier, and I realized I forgot. Now, I did mention it in my last video, but just in case y'all haven't seen the last video, it looks like Joann's currently is the only place I've been able to see it. After I've looked, I'm going to do a few more rows, and then I'm going to show y'all. Just so we can get a good look at it. But I think eventually they might have it on their own website. I have not checked, so they may have it on Yarnspirations, which is where the major parent company for Bernat, Red Heart, and I'm trying to think what other ones, and a few other ones like Patton's, those brands of yarn. Eventually it'll probably be there, but like I said, right now it's just Joann's, which I think they've shipped it to stores. I'm not 100% sure on that. I just know when I ordered it, I ordered it from the website. And I think as of the time I'm filming it, yes, I remember correctly. When I just looked, I looked to make sure I had the name right. For the dots, and I think that goes for most of the blanket yarn, it's about $11.99 right now. I got it on sale, so I would advertise. Personally, I would wait till they go on sale, because a lot of times throughout the year, oops, it fell off. It's okay. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Pretend it didn't fall off. Several times throughout the year, especially around holidays, they'll run it on sale. I usually love to find it on sale. I think it was $8.99. Yep, it was $8.99 when I ordered it. I'm going to do a few more rows, and then I'm going to show y'all. Building up anticipation. So, yeah. I don't like paying for yarn full price. That's just a me thing. I mean, I have. Honestly, I have. Especially if it's like a new thing, or something I really, really want. But especially with the last haul I did for the Ogos I found at Ollie's, that's great. Like I said, I want to thank everybody who hated the Ogos for me being able to buy the Ogos super cheap. I honestly had no problem with it. I kind of loved it, but I do, I know I'm talking about a different yarn. With the Ogos, I did kind of see why they didn't do so well. If you make a mistake and unravel it, it is kind of hard to ravel it back onto that little, I think Cinnamon Stitches had the best name for it, the toilet seat. I laughed. I watched her video a few days ago when she was calling the stuff they put the Ogos on, or the way they put it as a toilet seat, which you can't lie. She's right on the money about that. It does look like a toilet seat. But like I said, I loved it for a while. It's great if you are not going to make mistakes, because you can just put it on like a neck pillow and wear it. It was great, but it's not mistake proof, so I see why it didn't do so well. So this is a few rows. I wasn't counting. I'm going to be real. I was not counting. But you can see it has like a great kind of polka dotty feature. To get close. Okay, yeah, it's looking real nice. So this is from the stockinette side right here. And then we're going to flip it. And this is from the back side, which is the purl side when you're doing stockinette stitches. But for that, it would be, this would look, if you just do knit, just knit all rows, this is how it would look. And then if you did the stockinette stitch, which is alternating, it would look something like this. It's really pretty. I'm liking it so far. I think it'd do great in garments too. Really liking that. So we are going to set this to the side now that I've done a few rows. I think it was, let me see if I can count it. 2, 4, about 6 rows for this little piece. So I think it does really good. It's very soft. It's pretty much the same texture as the regular blanket yarn. It just, it's better because it has dots. So my throat is very dry today. So now we're about to get onto crocheting with the one that I've dubbed Halloween theme. I've dubbed it Halloween theme. That's what it is. That's what it totally is. So we're about to open this one up. But first, I'm going to show you one of the finds I found at Dollar Tree the past week or so. So these right here, it's a little caddy for back to school. Basically, what it is they have their back to school section going on right now. And for $1.25, they had this and they had a few other cute designs. I think I'm going to end up giving this one to my friend because it's a little smaller than the other one I have. And I don't really need to, but it came in handy today for putting my little items in here so I can do my reviews. So it's a really good thing, and I mean for $1.25 you can't beat that. So let's get into crocheting with this one, the Pixie Dot. I think they're all called whatever the color name is, and then Dot. I'm going to do the center pull for this one because it's getting a little unmanageable with it. So I'm going to roll it back up. And we're not going to do the center pull. There's too much resistance there. We're going to rewind, reverse everything I just said. I'm not going to do it that way. So I'm going to be using my size M 8mm Furls hook. I think this one was the Pisces hook. It's like a navy blue with silver throughout. Very cute. I have the link in that in my description as well. Like I said, I think I'm just going to do a few single crochets. I did about 12 for that, so I'm probably going to chain 13. So let me see. I'm going to go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, nope, 11, 12, and 13. Let's see, yeah. I may not do that many. I may do just a little smaller square, just so we can test it a little faster. Yeah, we're going to see a little faster. There we go. Okay. So I took off a few, wasn't even counting. We'll count in a minute. I just want to see how it works out. So that's really all we're doing. So just trying to get a vantage point to see how this yarn works up. So if y'all have any exciting projects or have any ideas for projects that y'all are looking forward to making, let me know. Or, you know, what you're excited about seeing for fall in the stores, or, you know, just ideas or projects you're making. Let me see. I'm going to count how many stitches this is, so I'll know how many to start with. Let's see. One more at the end. This last stitch. Alright, let me see. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. So like I said, I just undid some because it felt like that was a lot. I mean, I'm not saying 12 is a lot. It's just, it looked like it was a lot bigger than the other one. And I just wanted to make kind of a small swatch just to see. So, like I said, we're just doing single crochets to see how it works up. Just to see how the polka dots look. Now, I think, let's see, it's hard to tell. I'm going to do a few more rows before I come to any conclusions to see which one I like better. Because like I said, sometimes it's hard to tell how it's going to look from the skein until you work it up. And that goes for like knit or crochet. Especially since they can look drastically different. Since they're different types of stitches. I might do some other stitches too for crochet, just so we can see how they look. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to do one more row after this so we can see how it looks. Let's see. One more row. It's giving very Grimace Halloween vibes. Like if Grimace had, you know, Halloween polka dots. That's the vibes it's giving. It's giving Halloween Grimace. Let's see. Oh, it came off. So we are almost done with this last row that I wanted to do, and then we'll kind of get a look at it and see. Now, to be honest, mostly I will be probably doing crocheting the round, so it may look a little different, but I don't think it'll be too off base from right here. So I'm going to take the hook out and set it down carefully. I'm very clumsy, and these hooks do break sometimes if you drop them, and I'm not about that. So here is kind of a look. I'm trying to get the camera to focus without doing too much. Okay, so about there is a good vantage point. Now, it is not picking up as much red. My camera does that a little bit. It doesn't like to pick up the red portion of purples, so it's a little bit more. But y'all can already see there's kind of like a Van Gogh, not Van Gogh, what am I thinking? Just like a speckly variation. I want to say, I think it's the purple base for this one. but it looks like it tones the dots down, or it could be just how it works up. Let me see. I think we might have to knit and crochet them both up. So let me see. So I'm trying to think. Let's see. So I'm going to unravel this one, and I think we're going to have to knit them up just to see if it's a base yarn thing or a knit crochet thing. Because to me, it looks like the dots get a little jumbled with crochet. It could just be me overthinking things. It really could. But we're going to see. We're going to see. So I'm going to set that one to the side for the green. We're still going to probably crochet that one too. In fact, I'm going to put that to the side. But we're going back to knitting just to see how they both work out. Let me see. And I might not do the full 12 that I did. I think I'm just going to do a few. Now, because it really does look like some of the dots got a little jumbled on this, and that could be just the way it was, processed. Who knows? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm gonna do 8. Okay. So we're gonna do a small swatch for this one. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Now these are my personal opinions about it, so if you do feel differently, that is okay. That is okay too. I think it's a knit versus crochet thing going on too, which is totally understandable. A lot of times when companies, and I think this could be just the perception, a lot of times companies prioritize knitting and how stuff looks in knitted rather than crochet. Now that's not always the case, especially with the recent Red Heart Granny Square all-in-one yarn. That was specifically designed for crochet, and I think it mostly made the mark. There was a little bit of a miss involved with it, mostly is gauge. Not everybody's going to have the same gauge. So I think I love the idea of having a yarn you can just granny square and everything happens all at once for you, but it's easier said than done when everybody's gauge is different. So I'm going to knit a few more rows. Yep, I think it was just the jumbledness was happening because of the single crochet. That's what it's looking like to me. Let's see. I'm going to do one more row so we can compare this to the knitted version. And I'm not, and like I said, I am not trying to prioritize or say one's better than the other. They both looked good. I just noticed, in my opinion, it seemed a little bit jumbled for the dots, and the dots lost their structure. Which, like I said, that's not a bad thing. That could be a good thing in some ways. It gives it like a marbly effect, Okay, let me see. So this is this last row that I wanted to do, so I could kind of... one more. We're going to do one more. And it's really weird because it's like they both look jumbled in different ways. And I know I didn't give y'all a good view on this one. Well, actually, no, I did. I'm overthinking this today. So, one more row, and then we're going to compare them. Let's see. Yep, that stitch keeps falling off my needles. It'd be great if it stopped doing that. Okay. So, this is just how it looks with the stockinette and the knit side, in the right side as they would call it, and this is the wrong side, which would be how if you knit it. So basically it looks like, let's see, yep, so it looks like they intended for people to do the dot in knit rather than crochet, or at least put more thought and effort into it. It's not a bad look for crochet, honestly, though. I'm probably still going to use this for making amigurumi with crochet. I feel like the jumbledness won't even be an issue. I feel like it'll add a nice little speckling. and actually might even add to it if you think about it. While the dots may lose their quote-unquote structure and look less dot-like with the crochet, I kind of like that idea. I like that. So, like I said, these were my opinions for this yarn. Like I said, if y'all enjoyed watching this, feel free to like and subscribe. Tell me what you're excited for to make with these. And thank y'all. Have a good day.